So you know how we're always taught to respect the government, how we're supposed to believe it knows all, sees all, and does all, like it's some big wise protector? Well, what if I told you there was a time when the same government was out here spreading false rumors, setting people up, and creating entire programs just to attack powerful black leaders? And this isn't conspiracy talk. This is real. Some of the people they went after, you've definitely heard of: Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton. And this wasn't some rogue employee or a few bad apples. This was an entire government agency. The FBI under J. Edgar Hoover created COINTELPRO, a whole operation specifically to target black leaders they thought were too powerful. They labeled them national threats. They infiltrated their organizations, they spread fake letters, false accusations, and painted these leaders as dangerous, even though most of them weren't preaching anything violent at all. Take Fred Hampton, for example. He wasn't just a young leader in Chicago's Black Panther Party, he was building unity across races and communities. He was only 21 years old when the FBI and Chicago police worked together to raid his apartment. They shot him in his own bed while he was asleep. His fiancée was pregnant right beside him. That wasn't an accident, that was an assassination, plain and simple. And he wasn't the only one. They harassed and tried to break Martin Luther King as well. They sent him anonymous letters trying to push him to harm himself. They spied on Malcolm X constantly, and many historians believe the climate created by COINTELPRO played a role in his assassination. They targeted groups like SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, the Black Panthers nationwide, and even black entertainers like Muhammad Ali when he spoke out against the Vietnam War. Anyone with influence, anyone who could inspire masses of black people, became a target. Think about the hypocrisy of that. The very people who were supposed to be protecting citizens were instead attacking the ones fighting to make this country better. They called King a threat. They called Fred Hampton a threat. But the real threats, the hate groups, the violent extremists, they weren't infiltrated like that. They weren't labeled national security issues the same way. And that's why so many black people say we do not trust the government. And this is what they're talking about. This is the history behind that mistrust. And it didn't stop there. In 1985, in Philadelphia, the government literally dropped a bomb on a black neighborhood, killing men, women, and children. They called it an operation against a radical group. Those people weren't committing violent crimes. They were trying to live. The city bombed its own citizens. These aren't things that they put in textbooks. And here's the part that should make you think. The same playbook is still being used today. Watch who gets labeled dangerous. Watch who gets labeled a threat. And watch how the media and the government frame certain movements versus others. History shows us that they know how to shape a narrative, and they know how to make you believe someone's an enemy who really isn't. Knowing this history isn't about making you afraid. It's about making you aware. It's about keeping your eyes open. It's about understanding that sometimes the people in power aren't working for you. They're working against you. Remember to comment, like, and share, and subscribe for more stories that they won't put in your textbook. Peace.